In the classroom, the teacher is giving a lecture. The girl was late and made a joke. The students all laughed. What happened? Has succeeded in turning people's attention. The boy just sat back, but no one thinks. He was a very strange boy in everyone's eyes. It's actually saving the girl's life. For a morning run, Finch met Violet, who was suicidal. Close your eyes, but it's not hard to see. She was desperately desperate. What are you doing? I thought go fast. In the face of Violet's dismissal, the good Finch not only didn't leave, but standing next to her by the bridge, he took more dangerous actions. Finally made Violet more worried. Because I don't want to involve others. You can only temporarily give up suicidal thoughts. Since then, Finch has been paying attention to Violet. She used to laugh as much as she used to. What secret is hiding inside? By asking your friends around you, as well as online search, Finch figured out the truth about it. It turns out that Violet used to have a very close sister. Unfortunately, her sister was involved in a car accident. She sacrificed herself to save Violet, and where the accident happened was that bridge. What threatened Violet's life was sadness. Depression caused by anxiety and self-blame. Finch understands this psychological illness can't last. We need to get her out of the dark quickly, that even Violet's parents couldn't do. So what's he supposed to do? The teacher gave me an assignment that day. Work by pair to record local tourist attractions. Finch took the opportunity. I hope I can be friends with Violet. I'm the one you shouldn't ask. Just refuse it unequivocally. But that didn't make Finch give up. He has a reason to persevere. That's after you turned your attention today. Violet, she was smiling to herself. Finch wrote this on the wall in the house. So, in the middle of a series of negative notes, there's another note sharing the joy. Because you're a weirdo, not liked in class. So at the class party tonight, Finch was not invited. Violet, who was invited, was also uncomfortable. She's hard to get along with. She was in a hurry to leave. Suddenly you get a notification. It's a Finch song written for me. Worry that your students will see. Violet hurriedly called him to ask to delete it and take this opportunity. Finch offered to meet two people walking down the street. After a chat, Finch mentioned Violet's sister. In a subtle way, I tried to open up to Violet, but Violet doesn't want to talk about it. Finch asked no more. It's just another invitation to be a couple. Violet didn't answer directly and asked why people would call him a weirdo. It's an awkward question, but Finch is very optimistic. You explained that. In the face of different people, people often like to label. They'll put you in a box. Become their favorite role model. I agree with Finch's words. But Violet still rejected him. Because you made a deal with your parents. I'll contact the teacher tomorrow to withdraw from this exercise. However, the next day, the teacher didn't accept her application. It's like a fate that's been set. They accidentally touch each other. To learn that Violet's application has been rejected, Violet was delighted to once again make the invitation. Violet had no reason to refuse. You make a condition. Don't drive. Finch knows what you're afraid of. Because this is the problem I want to solve. Violet. The sun was beautiful that day. The air filled with the taste of spring. It's like Finch's mind right now, radiant and fun, even if the bike goes in front of you. But the two hearts are getting closer and closer. Finch has carefully chosen for Violet two places to visit. The first attraction is a seemingly normal forest. The difference is, there's a stone here that's less than half a meter high. But it says 1,257 feet. Finch invited Violet to stand on the stone to say seriously that this is the highest aboriginal place. The scenery is also beautiful. This is the worst thing I've ever seen. Since my sister died, it was the first time Violet had smiled sincerely. She knows what Finch wants to tell her. You don't have to go to the top of the mountain. You can be on top of the world. Just pay attention right away. Even the worst places can be beautiful. There's no doubt about it. The joyful optimism that Finch showed is slowly melting Violet's heart. After going home, on the Finch's face filled with joy, can't hide. And so does Violet. They're in tune. There are never-ending topics to talk about. But while we're talking, Finch gradually no longer responds. When you're feeling down, there's gravel banging against the window and pulling up the curtains. Finch is happily waving to the street lamp at night. Tender and soft, they keep cycling towards the second destination that Finch has prepared. This is a wall of notes. The title is Before I Die. Finch wrote Stay Awake. Violet hopes she can be stronger. And so far, Violet finally let go of the line. I am ready to talk about my sister. What this means is, the Finch begins to enter her inner world. However, the next day, my classmates heard that she's planning to team up with Finch. But remind her. She said Finch is a dangerous person, often becomes suddenly impulsive, even irritated, although it's a little shocking. But Violet doesn't care about that. Violet found a stone in the closet that day. It says it's your turn. You know, it was written by Finch and asked him what it meant. It's a reminder. Sooner or later you have to come back to this world on your own. Are chatting. Suddenly, a boy interrupts their conversation. The pursuit of Violet. He called Pinch a weirdo right in front of him. The Pinch seems calm outside, but it seems to be holding something back. To help Violet completely escape the darkness, Pinch is going to take her on a long trip. Because I can't wait to tell Violet. Pinch slept at her door one night. Until I was called up. He was happy to share his plans. And make sure to drive very slowly. But Violet didn't want to go. Violet's parents are out now. They also hope that girls can go out for a walk. There's no other way. Violet gets in Finch's car. However, when the car is moving slowly, the memory of my sister's car accident. Finch saw Violet's restlessness. He gripped her left hand in the palm of his hand. Violet doesn't shy away. I don't know why. This makes you feel very comfortable. We finally reached our first destination. Appeared before my eyes. A roller coaster built in the wilderness. After modeling a little yourself, Finch encouraged Violet to sit up. Your goal is two. One is to hope that Violet can overcome her fears, and the key is to help you finish what's written on the wall. Send a message and now. Violet laughed uncontrollably. This is what he wants most. When driving to the next stop, Violet's gaze at the Finch began to change. This man really shines. He's singing a bizarre song. To make funny moves, she's laughing furiously. He laughed like the sun, and the wall between them was finally torn apart in the happy music. Do you know what I like most about you? Nothing. You've synthesized all the colors into a bright light. The car stopped on the side of the road. He got out of the car, unfastened her seat belt. Two eye contact sounds. The wind blows through the barley field into tide. The sun is bright, but it doesn't tie your eyes. The two lovers finally got together. They hold hands to the last stop of the trip. A tree that wishes to be hung full of shoes. Take off your shoes. They wanted the most. There is a darkness ahead that cannot be seen suddenly. Everything seems brighter, and Violet, who's in melancholy. Finally, back to your original form. Everything looks so beautiful. However, as Violet became more and more radiant, the smile on the Pinch face disappeared. You may even suddenly disappear. Several days in a row, I didn't reply to Violet's messages. My friends say this is normal. He used to be so often. But I might suspect that Pinch is absent for no reason, just to control my emotions. That's right, Pinch got sick. Do you remember a room full of paper? Not his, or the dreams you wrote on the wall. They're all reminders to keep yourself awake. This disease is called bipolar disorder. The full name is bipolar disorder. The patient's emotions will be magnified indefinitely. People who are so sensitive and extreme. It's also very vulnerable. Most importantly, it cannot be cured. And all of this are all Pinch hidden under his bright smile. The next morning, the missing Pinch is finally back. Open the car door. It's a bunch of flowers that you've carefully chosen for Violet. All the dissatisfaction immediately evaporates. They come to the shore of the lake. It's the haven of the Finch soul. I believe that at the bottom of this deep water, there's a door to another world. He encouraged Violet to jump into the water with him. They're playing in the water. Laughter echoed through the valley in front of Violet. Finch is always happy and full of energy. Until Violet asked about the heartbreaking scar on his body. The Finch smiles again. Feeling emotions start to become insecure. He immediately jumped into the water. He's afraid he'll lose control and hurt. Violet waited a long time. The Finch hasn't come to the surface yet. Violet jumped into the water. She calls out your name. She was so nervous that she almost burst into tears. What are you doing? Why? Do you know how scared I am? Pinch didn't mean to hurt Violet. He came back quickly, sorry. Look at the tears in Violet's eyes. Pinch finally revealed the secret in his heart. The scars on my body were left by me. He always lived in the shadow of his family, even when the parents left, but the pain in my heart can't heal. Violet's heart thundered. So this guy seems happy. There's such a sad past behind us. After opening up, their relationship also became closer. She's on my lap dreaming about the future together. Sing an unfamiliar song together. At this moment, they can no longer be separated. Until I woke up the next day. Violet suddenly realized she didn't come home all night. Panicked run home. Her father is clearly somewhat angry. I'm really sorry. This is my fault. I messed up. Don't blame her. I'm sorry. Violet's father doesn't blame you too much. But the film is extremely sensitive. Back home, I started to feel uneasy. I can't even see the message Violet sent. Endless self-blame filling my head. And gradually the self-blame starts to become irritating. Then there's anger for no apparent reason. He frantically tore up the pieces of paper on the wall. I feel like I'm about to choke. To divert attention, I try to paint the walls, trying to run tirelessly. But this time, the disease seems to be getting worse. He locked himself in the closet. Keep writing words to keep yourself awake. It's finally hard. Just calm me down a little. But I see the pursuer. Violet at school stalks her. Finch took Violet's hand and left. Do you know why she's dating you? She wants to change you. Shut up, Romo. You just don't know who he is, do you? He's a monster. Pinch your head back. Emotions can't be controlled in the end. He pushed him to the ground to release his anger in an innocent way until Violet stopped him. Pinch realized he had lost control. Look at the strange eyes around you. Then look at Violet's frightened eyes. Pinch disappears in the crowd. Drive into the garage. Pull the door down and the feeling of self-blame comes. He hates himself like this. I hate myself for bringing Violet trouble. Hate yourself. Because I couldn't bring her peace of mind. The more I hate myself for not being able to control my emotions. Because this could hurt her. So I made a bold decision. Go to the store where your sister works. Finch started talking about their father. Why did you become like that? Is it because of us? He became like that because he's a terrible person. But there's definitely a reason. If you find that reason, maybe he'll change some things. Or some people can make him better. Isn't that a kind and humble person? Up until now, there's still a little hope in Finch's heart. A little delusion that father really loves you. My sister noticed your abnormality. Ask me what's wrong. A smile appeared on her face again. You've become that happy guy again. I have nothing to do. You have nothing. You know I love you, right? I know. After going home, Violet waited a long time. The room became chaotic. She asked Finn what happened. He said he was trying to stay awake. Violet doesn't understand. But from Finn's state, I can see he needs his help. But Finch was seriously ill. I don't want Violet to feel weak. I don't want to hurt you because of that. So I decided to take the pain myself. I'm just a weirdo. I'm confused right now. I tried to keep Violet away from me, but when I look into your eyes, you can't help but unconsciously dodge. You've got to get out of here. Go. Chasing the girl I love. Leaving me alone. The pain is like a knife. Maybe that deep lake. That's where you really belong. The next day, Violet crosses the bridge where she once attempted suicide. This is the beginning of her despair. It's also the starting point for her to get up. He's like a bright light. Light the darkness in my life. But now he seems to have scattered the light. She can't stand and watch. But when you call, it's still the voice in Finn's message. You can't find Finn anymore. I suddenly thought of that lake. A gentle anxiety rises in my heart. Violet quickly found his car here. Shoes and clothes are here. But I couldn't see the shadow of Finch at all. A strong insecurity rises in Finch's heart. Finch. In Finch's pants. That's the stone you gave Violet. It's a reminder that sooner or later you have to go back to this world on your own. Violet softly in unspoken despair. In this moment, you've lost the world. The lake water was clear and the sun was shining. But the lovers soon left. Doctors can't cure themselves. He burned the fire of life to illuminate the dark road ahead of her. But he's fallen into endless darkness. The final story. When we're dealing with our own psychological problems, please give yourself a little tolerance. Give others a chance to understand. And for the good people, I want to help mental patients. Don't force your way into the patient's soul. All we need to do is trust, patience and companionship.